on going. Next guy come to the stage. Very funny. Let's hear it for Joey Petroni.
Yeah.
Hey, Levittown, Long Island, how you guys doing? All right, man. My hometown, Levittown's my hometown. I grew up right here in Levittown. One of the things about Levittown is, I don't know if you guys know it or not, but there's no basements. No basements. I used to envy all my friends over in North Wantor. Careful what you wish for, folks, because now I'm 46 years old and I live in a basement. I used to hang out at Spit Rocks over here. You guys ever hear of Spit Rocks? Uncle Sam's? Yeah, that's where I used to sell all my drugs, right? It's bizarre, because now it's a CVS and I'm buying drugs. When I was a kid, man, every house in Levittown had cesspools on the front lawn. And they used to back up all the time. My old man didn't care, because we barbecued in the backyard and kept the flies away. When I was a kid, you know, our family didn't have much money. We didn't have a lot of money, and both my parents worked, and we couldn't afford the after-school care. You know, the kids got that shit today. So on days that my mom had to work late, she'd tell me to act up in school and get detention. So yeah, you know, I remember my 12th birthday, man. My grandmother, she was, I love my grandmother. On my 12th birthday, my dad got me a basketball. My mom, she got me a Frisbee. And Grandma Millie, she knew me the best. She gave me one of her old bongs. I still visit my grandmother every day in the nursing home. Every day I'm in the nursing home, man. Don't get me wrong, she don't even know I'm there. It's just that they keep the medication cabinet unguarded. The other night I was caught making out one of her roommates. Rumor around the nursing home now is that I joined the Century Club. Turns out she was 102 years old. I thought she was 80. So my old lady, man, she's always fixing up the house. She wants to put some new shrubs in. I told her, drive around the neighborhood and pick some out. I'll get a shovel. But, you know, she's always complaining now, you know, she's got a bad back. She wants to get a new mattress. And in today's economy, I can't afford a new mattress. So I did the next best thing. I went out on garbage night. You can find some pretty good deals on garbage night. I found a mattress with very limited stains. Nothing that a good bedspread couldn't cover up. Now she's bitching and complaining, she has bites all over her legs. But I said, how's your back? So, sorry man, I got cotton mouth. I won't tell you why. So my old lady, she wanted to book a trip to Lake George this summer that just passed. $1,200 to go to Lake George. I said, screw that, I pitched a tent out in Lake Ronkonkoma. $75 Trescant passing fee. It's a no-brainer. So, yeah, you know, I got kids, man. I try to do the right thing with my kids. You know, I take them to church. Sunday, I'm in church. The priest comes up to me and says, how'd you get down? So I take my kid to the father-daughter dance up at the school. I was pissed, they weren't serving any alcohol. Lucky for me, the janitor had a joint. You can say whatever you want, but I was the only father that night doing the limbo. I was finally asked to leave by the principal when she called me in the cafeteria making macaroni and cheese. But, you know, I got kids, man. I'll tell you one thing I'll never do again is I'll never take my kids shoplifting. I went up to pay for a pack of gum. My 3-year-old's like, Daddy, what about the box of Yolos under your jacket? Relax, I'm gonna share them. Just calm down, man. So, you know, I got to take community service, and part of my community service, I had to teach a class, so I picked the class up. I teach on shoplifting. Rule number 1, never pay for anything you can easily fit in your pocket. Rule number 2, have big pockets. And rule number 3, never run out of 7-Eleven with a hot coffee in your pocket. The blisters were so painful, it made me forget I had gonorrhea. Speaking of gonorrhea, man, I'll never forget the first time I met my in-laws. They were upset, they thought their daughter was marrying a lesbian. So I grew the goatee. So my buddy just got divorced. I feel bad for the guy, man. He moved back in with his parents. And so now he's at the house all day. He's playing video games. His mom's doing his laundry. And every night for dinner he has Captain Crunch. A lucky bastard. So Hurricane Sandy, you guys all right with Hurricane Sandy? A bunch of survivors here, Long Island survives, man. How about those 3-hour gas lines? Yeah, 3-hour gas lines were terrible, right? There was a little mini-mart over at the gas station. By the time I got gas, I was too drunk to drive. Everybody's talking about the price gouging on the gas, right? The price of gas went up, right? Didn't affect me one bit. You guys gotta learn how to siphon. As it turns out, petroleum's bad for your teeth. So I went to see my dentist. You wanna know if I want a sweet air or if I want a Novocaine? Then he got to look at me and said, wait a minute, you probably got better stuff than I do. I'll leave the room for a few minutes. So I got one of those photo tickets. You guys get those photo tickets? Yeah, for most people, that's $65. For me, it was $1,200. It was a picture of me with a brick in my hand. All right, folks, enjoy the rest of the show, man. Have a good night.
Keep it going for Joey, like, keep it going for him. I almost wore the same thing, but then I changed last minute. I was like, oh. Because